Hello guys, and welcome back to a brand new episode of Etchman's YouTube channel. A couple of days ago I've uploaded a video of me predicting the quarterfinal games. Out of 4 games I got 2 correctly. If you haven't watched it yet, please go watch it. It's on the top right corner. You can click and watch the video. But for this video I'm going to predict the semi-final games. I'm going to talk briefly about both games. So yeah, let's get into it. So the first game I want to talk about today is England versus Croatia. Now, Croatia played against Russia. Honestly guys, when it comes to fitness levels, I have never seen such a team like the Russian team. They have been exceptional, and so far the Croatian team are finding it very difficult to win games through the 90 minutes or extra time. So during the round of 16 they played against Denmark, they won by penalties. Against Russia they won by penalties as well. So I think that the Croatian team is being very logical. They know that they're not the amazing team, they're the underdogs basically. They've been doing really well so far. They have an amazing chance, and England has an amazing chance, by the way. We'll get into it. So both teams actually have a great chance to reach the final, and if any of them reaches the final, it's a huge accomplishment for them. They don't even have to win the trophy. So this is very important for them. I feel like people like Modric and Rakitic are very important for the team, but I feel the best players in the Russian team were, I mean, Modric got man of the match and he was exceptional, but I'm talking about players that you don't really focus on while watching a game. Mandzukic, Lovren, despite me not liking him very much, and Reed, I think. I don't remember the other centre-back's name beside Lovren, but anyway, these players managed to get a lot of aerial duels against the Russian team, despite the Russian team being very good at it. So when it comes to Lovren playing against Zuba, the Russian striker, it was an amazing game for Lovren. So the Croatian team, they have a lot of exceptional talents, and they also have a lot of fighters in their squad. So this is me talking about the Croatian team. The English team, I feel like they're the most logical team in the tournament so far. They know that they're not amazing. I mean, sometimes you gotta admit it, you're not the best team in the tournament. So they're using their strength. They're using the actual English football. Out of, I don't remember the exact stat, but a lot of their goals were actually through set pieces, whether corners, free kicks, penalties. This is the actual English football. They're using it for their advantage, and no one can blame them for it. If they win the trophy after 50 years, no one will care about how they won it. They will win it. It's coming home. Let me know what you guys think, especially about this English team. Might be not as talented as the previous generations, Lampard, Gerrard, Owen, Beckham, all of these players, but they're actually the closest to win the trophy this time. So let me know what are you guys predicting about this game, and I'll let you know my predictions by the end of the video. Second game, Belgium versus France. Now if you've watched, I mean obviously you did, but Brazil versus Belgium, it was an amazing game. I mean, fun to watch, tactically amazing. I had so much fun looking at the Belgium team, how they tactically managed to win their game. Robert Martinez, I mentioned it in my last video. If you didn't watch it yet, go watch it. I mentioned that it's very important to play Fellaini and Witsel as CDMs and give De Bruyne freedom. And you guys saw what happens when you give De Bruyne freedom. He's one of the best players in the world right now. He's one of the best players in the Premier League with Hazard, Salah, and Kane obviously. So it was very, 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 very good to see that Roberto Martinez actually managed to take the risk and play Fellaini as a CDM. Actually, it wasn't really a risk because that was the right thing to do. But you know, when you win, you sometimes, like, he've won every single game he played in the World Cup so far. So he might think, oh, this is the perfect formation, I'll keep it like that. But for Brazil, he knew that it was very important to play with 2 CDMs and play with De Bruyne freely, because when it comes to counter-attacks, you need someone that passes the ball very quickly and efficiently, and that was De Bruyne's role. It was also very magnificent to see that Lukaku, once the counter-attack happens, Lukaku goes right behind Marcelo, goes on the left side, Hazard goes on the right, and De Bruyne is in the middle and tries to play some through balls. So they had some amazing tactics. They managed to make Neymar and Coutinho look like idiots. I mean, especially Neymar. This was Neymar's worst game I've ever seen. He played so bad. At some point, I felt like he was trying to force it. He was trying to take the ball, dribble, pass players, and score himself. This is not the right way to do it. You gotta be a team player. But on the other side, to be honest, Casemiro played a huge role by not playing, because Casemiro has been phenomenal, and he's just very important for the Brazilian team. And Fernandinho was really bad. I mean, Fernandinho played a really bad game as well, despite the own goal, which is totally normal. But I'm saying that in the game he was really bad. He wasn't focused. And also, I mentioned to you guys that I don't think Marcelo playing was the right option. I think when you play against a big team and you're ready on your left side, you have Neymar and Coutinho. You need a left back that stays back, that's good defensively. Marcelo is one of actually the best left back in the world right now, but attacking wise, defensive wise, he's actually really bad. I know you guys might disagree with me. I know you guys might think I'm crazy, but I mentioned in my last video, I prefer Filipe Luis playing in this position, at least in the beginning of the game, because if you guys think about it, he could have stopped so many counterattacks. But anyway, Belgium won and France won. They actually dominated the game against Uruguay. I told you guys, if Cavani doesn't play, France will win. If Cavani plays, Uruguay will win. And I'm still convinced Cavani didn't play, so France won. They dominated the whole game. Uruguay actually tried a bit, but I mean, it was very hard for them. So France qualified, but they haven't really played against a great opponent so far. Don't get me wrong, Argentina is a good team, but actually, I mean, Argentina is a good name, but actually as a team right now, they're really bad. So I don't consider them as a real opponent to France. So I feel like Belgium and France will be an amazing game. But France, I can't really judge their performance so far. I mean, as a squad, they would win the World Cup easily. Deschamps was not in a bad situation yet. He was not in a situation where he had to make a tough decision to judge his decisions. But on the other side, if I look at France, they're winning. I mean, this is the best thing they can do. So when it comes to Belgium and France, this is a very tough game. Again, England versus Croatia. I think it's fair. The best teams have reached to the semi-final so far. I mean, disregarding the names. But a lot of people are complaining about how the final will not be very competitive. If you think about it, if, for example, Croatia reaches the final, if you reach the final of the World Cup, then you're a really good team. I mean, you don't have to be a great name, but that means you have a really good squad. So I am not worried about watching a great game in the final, because I'm 100% sure that any of the four teams, if any of two qualify and play the final, I'm 100% sure I'm going to enjoy the final. So my predictions are Belgium and Croatia in the final. A lot of you guys don't want that to happen because they're, relatively speaking, smaller teams. But I think that they've been the most consistent teams so far in the World Cup. They've been put in tough decisions, and they've shown that their team has a character. Their coaches are amazing as well, especially the Croatian manager. So I think the final will be between Belgium and Croatia. Now comes to what I actually want. Now this is my own opinion. Don't judge me. This is what I want. As you guys can see, I'm wearing the Chelsea shirt for a reason. I want Belgium to reach the final because I just love Hazard so much. I mean, on the other side, I love Kante as well. Hazard has a special place in my heart. So I don't really want to see this guy cry or sad. I also want to see what will Batshuayi do on Twitter if he wins the World Cup. On the other side, I want England to reach the final because I feel like England needs a chance to actually win the cup as well. So I feel like if it's Belgium versus England, it will be a very tough final. It will be a very good football kind of final because both teams will be at the same level. If Belgium plays against Croatia, Croatia will be parking the bus a little. So I think that I want two same level teams because I want it to be attacking final. So without further ado, this is my own predictions. These are my teams that I want them to see in the final, Belgium versus England. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys hope for England. Do you think it's coming home? Let me know in the comment section down below. Now subscribe if you haven't yet. I think it's gonna be here, yeah. And then you can watch my previous videos here. I don't know if I'm pointing in the right direction, but anyway. So thank you guys so much for supporting me so far. Let me know what you guys think, and peace out.